My voice is low because I'm tired and it's been a long week. I actually had to work for New Year's Eve. I'll boost my voice in editing so you can probably hear me, so I apologize for the sound. Why did you click on this video? So I won't waste your time. Should you buy this game or maybe wait for a discount? Right now it's at full price and I find it to be a bit expensive. Or maybe you should wait until it's released on Steam. Right now, recording this video, it's only available for Epic Store. It's a shooter with zombies and it has co-op. Or maybe you're not into zombies and you just want a good co-op game to enjoy with your best friend or friends if you have more than one. Because Zombies Army 4 allows up to 4 players in co-op, which is very good. It's actually a plus to start with. I have a long experience with co-op specific video games and with zombies. In fact, one of my first videos ever released and uploaded to YouTube was of Sniper Elite Zombies. For those of you who don't know or are not familiar with this type of game, it goes way back in the early stages of Sniper Elite that had a mod to it called Zombies, and it continued for 3 more titles. In the end, they released it for Steam in the form of a trilogy, and it was called just that, Zombie Army Trilogy. It was a complete package of all the other games released, a bit more polished and updated. This is the 4th installment of that and the continuation of the story where you left off at the end of the trilogy. Well, as usual, there's some good news and bad that hopefully is probably going to make you make a purchase decision by the end of the video. Why I did not play this earlier, you ask? Well, because the game was kind of buggy, at least that's what I heard, and I read about it on the internet, and I wanted to wait for a few updates. Also, I didn't really have the money back then to purchase it, so then there's that. But the game has been around for almost 1 year, I think a little bit more than 1 year, and right about now in February, it's getting ready to be launched for Steam. So it's coming out on Steam very soon, if that's what you're waiting for. And since it does have co-op, and I'm all about that, we got this game expecting a very well polished gaming experience. It is very well made, like straight off the bat. Right now, after so many updates, this looks and plays much more better than the trilogy itself. However, it does have some issues. Mainly with networking. So the netcode or the networking or the servers, something, I don't know, doesn't really work well. We got disconnected quite a lot when playing during a mission, and sometimes we had issues reconnecting to the lobby, which was quite frustrating and it took away from the whole experience. The game also freezes 100% every single time if you try to alt-tab it. So if you're trying to minimize the game and multitask on your computer, perhaps do something else, 100% you're not going to be able to get it back up. We tested this on a couple of different computers and it's always the same story. But I guess that's something minor and can be overlooked. But again, be very careful. Right now, it has networking issues. And for a co-op game that's kind of meant in general to be played in co-op, those connectivity problems may affect your experience quite a lot with this game. That's all there is. Kind of bad. The rest, everything else is quite very much positive. So everything else about this video game, I can only say and praise it because what it does very good. Graphics look mediocre, I guess, even at Ultra. In fact, It actually looks very much familiar to how the trilogy looked. I didn't felt like they kind of improved on the graphics too much. Maybe if you take a very, very close look at it, but it kind of looks similar to the trilogy, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But on a positive side, you don't need a powerful computer to run this video game. So you can play this on a mediocre computer or laptop. For me, it was able at Ultra 2K resolution, holding almost 140 frames, maybe even more. Now, I know the recording looks bad is because my OBS settings were specifically made that way, so I apologize for the quality of the image, but we played it at 2K and it ran very, very smooth. This is a very well optimized video game and the performance is very good. The map is bigger than ever in the trilogy. The map definitely got bigger. You have much more to explore, more levels. The gameplay is more diverse. You get to do more stuff while you are on a map. There are more weapons than before. You can upgrade those weapons quite a lot in multiple ways. You have kind of like a skill tree in the forms of perks. You probably are familiar with perks if you played the Call of Duty Zombies franchise, right? You have takedowns, finishing moves, bullet animation, boss fights at every single, finish of a level. Very, very good level design that you just didn't see in the trilogy, and mechanics, more ways that you can kill the zombies more than ever. Everything is much, much more than the trilogy was, and it really shows that these guys have really worked on the video game. Overall, this is a major upgrade versus everything in this that you have probably played before, if you played this before. It's very well polished. The updates, you can really see they worked on the updates, and now it's a much more better experience than it was presumably at launch. I wouldn't know because I haven't played it when it launched a year ago. I saw no glitches, no bad geometry, no issues with the quests or with the trigger of the quest. Everything ran smooth. No bugs. We didn't see any problems. We had no difficulties. Except, like I said, for the networking issues. And that is quite regrettably. Maybe things will improve once the game will be released on the Steam platform. I'm not gonna buy the Steam version as well because I already have the Epic one, but I'm anticipating that the networking problems may go away once this is released for Steam. I can only hope. If you like zombies and specifically co-op games, shooters, this is a definitely must buy. Like, for sure, I can totally recommend this. You're shooting stuff, you got zombies, and you have co-op up to 4 people. Very good. This is money well spent. I kind of have, however, a single objection. Besides the networking and all the other small things, I guess you can look past them. But for me, I felt like this was too expensive. First of all, I highly recommend you get the standard edition, not the deluxe one, or the gold one. I don't know which one we got, because you get a couple of more characters, I believe 4 more characters, some skin for your weapons, skins for your characters, and 2 more side missions or something like that. Not sure. You get some something for your money, but I will highly recommend you get the standard edition. Just go with that. I still feel even the standard edition right now, it's just a bit expensive. And why I say that? Because we, and particularly me, did not have too much fun with it. The same developers that did this also made Strange Brigade. And that game? That game was very, very good. and it was super fun. That game was a perfect 10. It was amazing, and I highly recommend it. This Zombie Army 4 Dead War, it wasn't so fun. Like, it just, for us, we didn't really feel it, and at times it felt tedious and boring. I cannot, I definitely noticed a great amount of improvement versus the other video games. So, they did a great job from that point of view. But I did not finish the game. We didn't finish the game. I just gave up on it because I lost interest. Something for me, it wasn't clicking. The fun factor, if I could just, if I could say that, it's not that big. It felt like, I don't know, it was missing something for me to keep me enthusiastic, to kind of keep me going. And maybe, for sure, maybe that's just me. This doesn't have to include you. You can probably totally have fun with this video game without any issues. Maybe that was just my experience, right? Maybe that's just me and it should not influence you. But I gave up on it. And, I just didn't have a lot of fun. And this is why, because I didn't even finish it, I felt like I spent a lot of money on something that was probably worth for me a discount. Probably would have gotten this at 20 euros, not at full price. Again, that is just me, and if you have the money and if you want some co-op, this is a very good experience. And I would also wait for the Steam version. Hopefully you're not gonna get disconnected from the servers, blah blah blah, and it might just run flawless for you. Because the game so far, we didn't see any bugs. It is kind of flawless. If you take away the networking issues and disconnections, you got yourself a very good polished co-op zombie game. That's it. Happy New Year's to everyone and stay safe.